Welcome back to Daybreak Saturday, Singing in the Kitchen with Chef Wendell. If you missed it last hour, we started talking about a breakfast classic, as I know you're probably getting your breakfast ready at home. Biscuits and gravy. You know it's not the healthiest of options. Everyone knows it when you're ordering it, but it's, you know, stick to your ribs.
Filler upper.
Comfort food.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah, and it's delicious. But you are offering a healthier alternative that could, you know, taste similar.
Oh, absolutely.
Has some connections.
I've given the sausage to several of the guys in the studio, and they're like, yeah, it tastes just like sausage,
It's a meat substitute product.
Exactly. I'm using corn today. This is, if you were in England, this would be ubiquitous. It's just their version of a meat substitute. And if you want to know what it's made of, check it out. But it's made from corn, actually. But my mother used to make a flour and butter roux. Now, people who make gravy know you begin with, this is basically a white sauce, a bechamel.
Yep.
So, but I'm using rice flour, and of course I did use butter, but I got the grass-fed cow butter. Okay, if you're going to use butter, that's what you want to use. And so I browned it. This is basically a roux. So I cooked off the sausage because there's no rendering to this. Usually you would use the sausage grease.
Right.
But there was none, so I'm using the sausage in here, and I'm adding my sausage to it, and that's going to so the roux is going to be my thickener. So I probably shouldn't have put that sausage in there right away because I should have waited till, but anyway, and I'm adding a little bit of coconut milk, hemp milk, almond milk, soy milk, whatever milk turns you on, and that's going to sit there for a second and it's going to start to thicken. Now, I bought a bag of frozen spinach. Now, everybody knows how you can do that, but it's very watery. So what I did, I took a towel and I let it thaw out, and I put it inside the towel and I wring that water out as much as I can because it's going to ruin the aesthetic. It'll make this sauce all gloppy and not gloppy, excuse me, it'll make it too wet. So basically, now see, I wanted to put a little milk in at a time because I was afraid, you know, I didn't know how thick it was going to get. Once you put it all in there, you can't undo it that quickly. So just add a little bit at a time. You're making gravy, folks. It's like you've done 1,000 times. You're just switching out a flour. Now, while this simmers for a second, see that can of, that.
Yes.
Well, when you look at the ingredient, there's aluminum and there's trans fats, there's hydrogenated oils. It's a carb bomb.
Pop products.
Yeah, I hear people talking about how fun they are to open up. But on the other once in a great while. Now today I sauteed a half of a sweet potato. And that's going to be the bed.
That's going to be the replacement.
That's going to be my bed, exactly. Now, I'd get the flavor. I've got some powdered sage. I've got some garlic powder in here. I've got some lemon juice. You won't taste it, just gets a little bit of a flavor. And some Himalayan salt in here. So all this is happening. Now, I put a little jalapeno pepper in there.
Oh, wow, really?
Well, you're not going to taste it. You've had some sausage. It's kind of hot sausage.
That's true.
So same kind of thing. Now, see, it's still thickening up. So that corn, see, any fine flour like that's going to act like a roux. So basically, that's it, honey, right there. And you've got this thing going. You've got cream spinach with sausage. Now, I love the presentation here because you're not going to use biscuits. You're going to make that sweet potato the base of your meal right here.
And did you realize that you are very St. Patrick's Day
Well, I tried to let that
And not only with the green, the orange is in the Irish flag.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah, sure, I planned it.
Yeah, that was all planned, right?
A little avocado.
We're going to get this recipe on wishtv.com a little later this morning.
Fiber.
Gotta have the fiber. The bell's been silent.
Hemp seed, you bet.
Awesome. Chef Wendell, thank you.
Thank you, dear. It's a pleasure.